Hello everybody, today we're talking about the water-soluble vitamins. It's the second part of our vitamins videos. If you remember before, the last video was on fat-soluble vitamins. And fat-soluble vitamins, if you take in extra during the day, your body is going to store them. So if you need more, there's a day that you don't have enough, you can go to those stored vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins, on the other hand, if you take in too much during the day, your body's just going to get rid of those extra as waste. So you're literally flushing those down the toilet if you take in extra. The first in the group of water-soluble vitamins is the B vitamins. And B is the only letter that has more than one vitamin under that same letter. And that's because they all have something in common. They all have a role in breaking down your food for energy. But they have other purposes too, so they're categorized individually. So the B vitamins are thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate, B12, pantothenic acid, and biotin. So let's talk about thiamine first. The benefits of thiamine is that it's helping break down your food for energy. For thiamine, it helps break down the carbohydrates that you take in so that your body can actually use the energy from those carbohydrates. Besides that, it helps your brain, your nerves, and your muscles function correctly, basically keeping everything functioning properly and the way doing things that it should be doing. If you get too little thiamine, it can cause mental confusion. So it's not there keeping your brain functioning, and so it's causing that mental confusion. It can also cause leg cramps. Again, it's not helping, you don't have enough to help your muscle function, so it can cause the cramps in your legs. If you get too much, symptoms are actually unknown. Your body is pretty good at getting rid of any extra, so it's not something you really have to worry about. Sources of thiamine, you can find it in pork and liver. Again, liver is going to pop up a lot because it has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. Maybe not the most popular food, but it does have a lot of nutritional benefit. Oysters and enriched breads. Enriched means it's added to the breads, which makes sense if it's helping break down the carbohydrates in the bread so you can use them for energy. It would be a good vitamin to add. Second one is riboflavin. The benefits of riboflavin is it helps break down your food for energy again. This time it's helping break down not only carbohydrates, but fat and protein also. It's also important for growth and development. If you don't get enough riboflavin, it can cause cracked lips, and your eyes become more sensitive to light, so light just seems brighter than what it normally would. If you get too much riboflavin, again, symptoms are unknown, so again, your body is pretty good at flushing out any extra so that you don't have that toxic amount that builds up in your body. Sources of riboflavin, it's in milk and cheese, again, liver, and eggs. And it's another one that's added to breads. So again, to help break down the carbohydrates in the bread. Third B vitamin is niacin. Benefits of niacin, again, is breaking down all of your food for energy, so the carbs, the fat, and the protein again. It is also needed for a healthy nervous system and for digestion, to keep your digestive system functioning properly. If you don't get enough niacin, it can cause mental confusion. It can also cause diarrhea and sore, cracked skin, so it's not there to keep everything working as it should. You don't have enough of it to keep everything working as it should. For niacin, if you get too much, it can cause ulcers. Ulcers are sores in the lining of your stomach. It can be very uncomfortable. And it can also increase the levels of blood sugar in your blood. Sources of niacin, it is found again in liver, fish, poultry, and again added to breads. Folate, sometimes called folic acid, benefits, it helps prevent nervous system birth defects. So it's very important for pregnant women to make sure they get enough folate because it can prevent some very serious birth defects. So you're always going to find those in prenatal vitamins. And most pregnant women, when they're pregnant, the doctors will recommend they make sure they get those prenatal vitamins to make sure they have the right balance of vitamins. It also helps with red blood cell formation, and it breaks down protein for energy this time. If you get too little, it can cause sores in your mouth. It can also cause changes in the color of your hair and your nails and your skin. For infants, a very severe birth defect that it can cause by not having enough is called spina bifida, which means that the spine doesn't form like it should completely, and so it can have some very serious consequences for the baby. If you get too much folate, really in eating foods, it's not harmful. You're not going to get enough to have harmful effects. But if you're taking way too many supplements, that's going to increase your risk of some types of cancers. And for the most part, getting too much of vitamins is basically going to be coming from supplements, that you're taking way too many vitamin supplements. So you really want to watch and make sure that you're not taking too much over the recommended dosage. Sources of folate, you can get it in asparagus, avocado, again added to bread, and green leafy vegetables is also in orange juice. Biotin benefits, it helps with the storage of your energy, so it's helping with the process of breaking it down, but also storing the energy that is brought into your body through the carbs and protein and fiber, or carbs, protein, and fat that you're eating. It also helps break down your food for energy, but if you get too little, it can cause hair loss, possible rash, brittle nails, but a shortage is rare in the United States, so it's not something that you probably have to worry too much about. Getting too much biotin has not shown to be harmful of having any kind of effects on your health. So again, your body probably flushes out those extras, so you don't have to worry about it building up in your body. Sources of biotin, it's in eggs and fruit. It's also found again in liver, pork, and salmon, and again added to breads to help with a breakdown of those carbohydrates. And the last B vitamin that we're going to talk about is pantothenic acid. The benefits, it helps with hormone production. It also helps form the red blood cells in your body, and it keeps your nervous system functioning properly. It breaks down fat this time to be used as energy. If you get too little, it can cause headaches and irritability, maybe just being kind of grumpy, and sleeping problems, that you're not getting enough sleep. It can cause heartburn and nausea. But the good news is it's rare in the United States to not get enough pantothenic acid. If you get too much, it can cause an upset stomach or diarrhea. And our sources, beans and peas. You can find pantothenic acid in broccoli and eggs. Milk is another good source of pantothenic acid, as well as poultry, so your chicken, turkey, seafood, and yogurt. And then the last water-soluble vitamin is vitamin C. Benefits of vitamin C is it's going to help build your immune system. It's really an important vitamin to get when the cold and flu season is in season, that everybody's getting sick. It helps build up your immune system so you can fight off those illnesses. And a lot of times, if you look for something that's going to help build the immune system, things like emergency or airborne, they have a large amount of vitamin C in them to help build up that immune system. It also helps build and maintain your bones. It's important for your connective tissue in the body, and it helps keep strong blood vessels, and it's good for healing of wounds. If you get too little, it can cause weight loss, and obviously it's not a good weight loss, that you don't want to use that as a way to lose weight, but it can have a problematic weight loss. You can feel very weak for not getting enough vitamin C, a loss of appetite, you don't feel like eating. If you get too much, it can cause diarrhea, and vitamin C is one that you kind of have to watch. If you're taking a lot of supplements and drinking a lot of orange juice or eating a lot of fruits, it can build up. And sometimes your body will adjust and think you actually need more vitamin C than what you really do, so you'd have to continue that higher dosage. It can also cause kidney stones. Kidney stones are no fun. can be very painful passing them through the urinary tract. Some people compare the pain of passing kidney stones to the pain of delivering a baby. So again, very painful. Our sources of vitamin C are citrus fruits. So you're looking at things like oranges, lemons, grapefruits. Broccoli is another good source of vitamin C. Strawberries, cantaloupes. Most of your fruits are going to have vitamin C in them. So again, your fruits are definitely a good source of vitamin C. Fruit juice a lot of times will advertise as having 100% of the vitamin C that you need for the day, especially 100% juice. And that wraps up our water-soluble vitamins. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, and we'll see you again next time.